In 1933, a teenage Desi Arnaz watched as mobs burned his family's mansion in Santiago, Cuba. His father, once the city's mayor and wealthy landowner, was thrown into jail as the Batista Revolution swept across the island. In a single night, the Arnaz family lost their fortune, their security, and their place in Cuban society. Forced into exile, they fled to Miami, carrying only trauma and uncertainty. At 16, Desi began washing dishes, cleaning bird cages, and hauling sacks in a factory. His hands, once meant for piano keys or books, grew calloused by survival. He could barely speak English, but he spoke fluent rhythm. Music became his refuge. As he slept on mattresses in cramped Miami rooms, he replayed Cuban melodies in his head, trying to summon the warmth of home through sound. That longing for Cuba would stay with him, even after he stepped into the spotlight. Music opened doors. Desi joined Xavier Cugut's band as a conga drummer, his vibrant energy earning attention. But no matter how many nightclubs cheered for him, he carried the ache of being seen as other. In interviews, he spoke about the sting of being typecast, the frustration of broken English, mistaken for broken intelligence. He knew audiences laughed with Ricky Ricardo in I Love Lucy. But early in his career, many laughed at Desi Arnaz. Before I Love Lucy, Desi built a small but steady career in Hollywood, with roles in films like Too Many Girls, where he met Lucille Ball. Their marriage, both passionate and turbulent, reflected the tension of two strong forces colliding. On screen, Ricky and Lucy became America's sweethearts. Off-screen, Desi was a tireless producer, pioneering the use of multi-camera setups and live audiences. He co-founded Desilu Productions, turning it into one of the most powerful studios in television. Yet success never fully erased the weight of dislocation. He often said he missed the smells of Cuban coffee, the sound of the Spanish guitar on his grandfather's porch, and the sight of mango trees swaying in warm breezes. That homesickness often translated into frustration. Lucille would later say that Desi was always chasing something he left behind. His drinking worsened, so did their marriage. Even as he helped America laugh every Monday night, he often drank alone afterward. By the 1950s, Desi had achieved what few immigrants had at that time. He became a national icon. But it came at a cost. He had to fight not only racism and accent bias, but the internal war of displacement. In public, he played the charming bandleader. In private, he was haunted by what was stolen in Cuba and what was slipping away in his marriage. After he and Lucille divorced in 1960, Desi stepped away from the spotlight. He retreated to Del Mar, California, where he spent his later years reflecting more than performing. He rarely spoke of politics or exile in depth, but those close to him noticed how often his thoughts returned to the streets of Santiago. The pain of exile never dulled, it only settled deeper. In 1986, Desi Arnaz was diagnosed with lung cancer. A lifetime of smoking had caught up to him. On December 2, 1986, he passed away at his home at the age of 69. The night before his death, Lucille Ball called him. According to their daughter Lucy, Lucy said, "I love you," over the phone. Desi replied, "I love you too, honey." They were the last words they ever shared. In every laugh Ricky Ricardo gave to the world, there was a trace of a boy who lost his homeland, rebuilt himself through rhythm, and disguised his sorrow in joy. His smile never revealed the full cost of exile, but it carried the music of everything he once called home. He made America laugh, not because he had forgotten Cuba, but because he could never let it go.